literally just pressed to go live, and this is the first few seconds of the live, and I hope it's showing okay because I was battling with the phone and the app to actually go landscape and not portrait. So I hope you are seeing what I'm seeing in my phone. So I'm going to do a walk around Cantanhede today, this evening, because I was going to do a town tour and I thought I'm just going to walk around live. And I'm pointing at this statue because if ever you look at Cantanhede or see any information about the town or any, especially in the tourist information, any brochures, that statue is always is like the representation of Cantanhede. So I hope this is showing okay, and I might as well tell you who he is. I did have to write it down. That is actually, I hope you can hear me okay. I've chose not to put earphones on so that you can actually hear like the ambience, the sound of the town. Now I've just felt some wind, so you might feel a little bit of wind in the mic. So I don't know, we'll see. I haven't, as I say, I wanted you to just get the feel. It's like a POV, like a feel of walking around the town. So I did want you to just hear and not that there's a lot to hear, cars, people, not a lot, but it's actually to get the feel of it. So you should be showing landscape. I was battling with the app, the phone, for a bit to actually show me it landscape and not portrait. So who knows? But anyway, that statue, as I say, anytime you see Cantanhede, it's almost like the representation of the icon of the town. And that's Antonio Luis de Menezes, the Count of Cantanhede, and he was very important in Portuguese military. He was a military commander in the 1600s, and particularly in Portugal's battle against the Spanish. So let's go and have a wander around the town. So this is the square, and big church, as there are everywhere. So last time we did Cantanhede, we are in Cantanhede. Last time we did Anadia, not live though. So we had a look around Anadia. I can see there's a couple of viewers. If well, there's no point for the replay people, it would be too late, but if anybody is here and can tell me if you can hear me okay. So it's a very nice evening. We've got a little town square there. I hope the camera's too shaky. I'll try and hold it as steady as possible. I tell you, the one thing about Cantanhede is they do keep the town immaculate. The park, which we'll go to, is it's just immaculate. I walk my dog there, and they're always attending to the park, always cutting, weeding, pruning, planting, really looking after it. I feel like I should put my earphones in actually, but until there's people here in the chat, then oh sorry, I didn't see you in the chat. This is ridiculous. So I have got you landscape because I thought that would be nicer, but I can't. I have to tilt my head to. Anyway, this is all an experiment. Hello there. The picture is perpendicular to the chat. Oh, wait. What does that mean? Are you seeing me in landscape or portrait? Because I'm looking through the camera and I'm seeing a landscape view. But the chat, I have to tell you know, if you imagine a phone, it's all in portrait. I don't know, shall I turn you around? Hello Louise, I can hear you just fine. Can you spell the name of the town you are in? Well, I can do better than that. Look, I can show you the lovely big sign. It's It's C-A, no, no, I can't, it's too far back. Anyway, Cantenhede. I hope I did that right. It's actually, it's in the description. Have a look in the description. So, I'm going to twist you round a sec. Please, oh, who have I got? I've got Nikki 411 and Nana She 3x3. If you're still here, please help me out. Help a person going live on YouTube, which is a very nerve-wracking thing. I'm going to turn you round and you tell me if I don't make you feel seasick, how that goes, okay? I've now turned the phone, I can't turn the phone portrait because it doesn't work with my holder, phone holder. I just really don't like it. Orientation is, rotate, oh no, orientation is locked, rotate the device back. I've rotated it back. This could be a disaster before we've started. I've rotated it back. So I might have to stop and start again. Oh. I don't want to be that way. Now I've upset it. Now it's all horizontal. Okay. Your video is in landscape, but the chat is not. Okay, you tell me what you would prefer. That doesn't make any sense if everyone's got to twist their heads to look at the chat, because that's the whole idea, that you can all have a chat. Ugh. Right. Now my tripod's in the wrong direction. Anyway, tell me what you want to see. Oh, I tell you what, fun fact about this place. Also, can you tell me if you can hear me okay? Because I haven't got my earphones in. But I did that deliberately because I wanted you to kind of like hear the sounds of what's around me, so you feel like you're really here, if that makes sense. So let me know. Thank you, Nikki 411, for telling me. So it's better now. Horizontal. Okay, so we're all in the same direction and the chat is horizontal. It's fine now here, perfect. Thank you, Sue. Okay, right, we carry on. So this place, oh, I'm going to have to fiddle with me phone holder a bit now while I just point the camera at this place, and then I'm going to tell you something about it, because I'd all prepared to hold you landscape. Sorry if you're shaking around for a minute. Hang on, how do I do this now? Sorry, I don't mean to wobble. Sorry, now the phone's getting upset. Hang on, how do I do that? Oh, I know, hang on. Maybe like that. That's the one, I've got it now. Right, I've got it now. Right, I think I've got it now. But that should be that side. Okay, that will have to do. Hang on, sorry about this. Don't mean to wobble you around. So this place, I actually thought it was a music school or something, but look, can you see that? It's an old school. It used to be a public, like I think a primary school, but it's now like a museum, and it is it's the museum dedicated to the ZX Spectrum, apparently the only museum in the world dedicated to that computer, which I can quite understand. So if you're a computer geek, can I zoom in? Oh look, there you go. If you're a computer geek, there you go. A museum dedicated to the ZX Spectrum, I think. Anyway, fun fact. I thought that was interesting because I just thought it was some kind of college or that specialised in music and arts, because there's a tape recorder. I thought that was a tape recorder. It is a tape recorder. Maybe that's what, I don't know. And then it made me laugh because I thought, what young person knows what that is? But anyway, so we're going to walk up the high street. Now I've just zoomed you, I don't know. Sorry about this, but I really had expected to do this landscape. Try that. I hope I don't wobble you around too much. So we're going to walk up the high street, I think, and then and then just walk around, tell me where you want to go. So this is the high street, got the calzada, so you can hear the cars. You might not be able to hear them too well actually. You've got the high street, but you've got all little streets going off at the sides. I hope you can hear me right, the cars. Just give me feedback and tell me whether you so you've got lots of little side streets, lots of streets and little shops. I don't know how people are supposed to find them. So I've just got out my sewing machine recently, and then I saw a big sewing shop. It was just sort of down one of these little ways, and right way down the back. And there's something I needed, and I thought, oh, I could get it in there. But you kind of never know unless you're wandering the back streets, which I happen to be with my dog. There's another little square there, a little children's play area, and another fountain. And there's an estate agent. Should we have a look in the window? And talking of estate agents, there's a lot, you can see it there. There is a lot of apartments and a lot of building and construction, but all of apartments. And when I sort of had a little look up about Cantanhede, there is a lot of the housing stock is a lot of apartments, and maybe that was because it was looking at the town. But anyway, there's that's cool, right? That's a museum. Again, there's a lot of reference to sort of military and the invasion of Spain. But it's not a history lesson, so let me know what it's like with the cars going by. You can still hear me okay, or if you prefer me to put in some earphones. Another little square, nicely kept again. Nice benches under the trees, nicely thought of. Another statue. What's this one? Did I make a note? Pedro Teixeira. You're not going to get a because everybody's got Google, so you can look stuff up. But, he was an explorer in the 1500s, particularly well known for exploring the Amazon and helping establish, that's the word you said to use, Portuguese territory in what later on became Brazil. So that's who he is. I do like their statues. So I don't know if I've zoomed that in, that's better. I zoomed it in to look at that computer. So we've got a museum there. I tell you another thing about Cantanhede in comparison. So where we are, actually I might have to, let me just set myself by the statue for a second. One thing about Cantanhede is they very much look after the, as I said, the parks, and the park is immaculate. We'll go there in a minute. The parks and stuff, but their buildings, a lot of civic buildings and old schools are just left to go derelict. But here they seem to reuse them and utilise them and keep them nice. Nikki says sound is decent. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks for the feedback. That's really useful. I really appreciate that. So where we are, so this is Central Portugal, but obviously we're over the west side of Central Portugal. So we're still in the Silver Coast region. So we're about 20 minutes from the coast. So Coimbra, this is all by car, but Coimbra is about 30 to 45 minutes away. Figueira de Foz the same. Praia de Tocha, which is our nearest beach, is 20 minutes away. I mean, I don't live in this town, I'm about 10 minutes outside of it. Porto is about 1 hour and 15 minutes away, and Lisbon is about 2 hours and 15 minutes away. So that's where we are. Actually, I tell you what, because people probably know Coimbra and Aveiro, so we're probably about halfway in between the two. those signs, if you see, you'll see lots of parking signs because we've just had the expo, which is massive. I mean, if you just put expo Cantanhede, Canatede, oh well, what's up there? I should put my phone on Do Not Disturb actually. Let me just turn the. You'll see pictures of it. It's huge. So there's lots of spots that were made into parking areas, and it's all been dismantled now. It was last week. So that's the court. So all up here, you've got kind of like all the main sort of council and civic buildings. You've got the court, you've got the library, then further up you've got the Bombeiros, and then on the other side you've got the GNR. And here behind us is Loja Cidadão, which is like a citizen shop, which is like your everything you need you can get sort of excuse me, sort of government services and help with things, where you get your, I don't know, your fishing licenses and just everything you do in there. Like minor immigration things. I got my NIF in one of those. I didn't get it in the finance, so I got it in one of those because the finances were all closed when I was getting mine because it was COVID. So we're still going up the high street. Oh, that over there is the municipality market, which is every Saturday. And then in another area over the back, they have a huge market. I think it's once a month, and that's a lot bigger. Another little parking area. Lots of parking, free parking. When I lived in Villaverde, lots of people said, 3 people said to me, oh, I went there once and I got a ticket. It's one of the only places I've seen in Portugal where you have got restricted parking, but even because there's a lot of places that have restricted parking, but everyone seems to ignore it. But that's one of the few places where I'd regularly see the traffic wardens, the parking attendants going up and down giving out tickets. So there's a fun fact. Don't think you can park in Villaverde and get away with it. So, I don't know, there's a nice little job. Oh, I tell you what I'll do. I'll go up to this church and look over the wall. If you're here, do say hi. Oh, hi, Jeannie. Jeannie, sorry. Oh, I've got a fly, go away. Hi, thanks for joining. We're just doing a walk around the town, Cantanhede, which is my local town. I don't live in it. Oh, go away! Hang on, I've got to swap. Get off me, blooming fly. We're just doing a live walk around the town. And I'm coming up here because I can show you over this wall, actually, where, actually I can step up here. Where, actually, for the people watching, where are you? We've got Sue, we've got Nikki, we've got Jeannie, who's commented. Thank you very much for commenting. So this is not normally like this. As I say, this is where the expo was held. There's one of the stages. They had at least 3 stages I saw, and it is huge. As I say, if you look it up and see some pictures, I mean, if you're on Facebook, you'll definitely get pictures, but I'm sure if you just put it into Google, you'll get pictures of it. And apparently, someone was telling me who volunteers there, they used to have really huge bands, really huge, but they've not been so good of late. But it is still huge. So we've got all these extra parking areas around town, so you might see the big blue signs with Expo. So hope my phone thing isn't clanking or anything. Please do give me feedback if the sound goes or my strap clanks. That would be great. I mean, I was going to let the video go up for my Sunday video, but it's not in landscape. Oh, I didn't see that step. So I don't know how that's going to work. Anyway, so we'll carry on walking along. There's a cafe there, so I'm going to cross. I'll cross over here. I always feel a bit funny walking. But I don't like to film people either. I don't want to be on YouTube live while they're having their evening coffee. So do you see what I mean about how nicely kept everywhere is? Like any bit of green, the trees, all the flower beds, all the bushes, the grass is kept immaculate. If you saw my Anadia video, that wasn't live, but I did mention that the park was just completely, and it's not far from here, it's only 15 minutes from here, so it's not like the weather's different. Their park's completely brown. They don't have what's the thing called, sprinklers, irrigation, that's the word. So that's the library there, right next to the park. As I say, that area behind there it's just a big open space where you have the market, but at the moment it's not an open space because it's got everything from the expo, and then there's a big football pitch there. And oh, Terry is at home because when it's a bit warm, has been for a lovely walk. Go by. He has been for a lovely walk in the park today. He is at home because one, it's a bit warm and he'd be panting away. Two, it would take us half an hour just to walk up this bit where I am now because he would be sniffing. And he's on crack when he comes to the park to sniff. He barks out of the window all the way to the park. I must show you one day. And he goes so hyper for the smells. He just can't wait to get his fix of smells. It's like doggy Facebook, isn't it? What's been happening? What's happening? Let me tell you what's been happening. He leaves his mark every couple of feet. But yeah, he's at home. Which he's hardly ever. He's with me all the time. And but he's all right. We've just been on a little trip, so he's been out and about exploring, enjoying himself. So this is the park. Look at this lovely olive grove. Do you know what? I don't think. Oh, there are olives. I was just about to say. Can you see? Oh, they're very small. They're very small. But isn't it lovely? Look. Sorry, I don't like pointing the phone at people. I'll point it that way till this woman goes by. But look, isn't that lovely in the city park? It is a really nice park. Look at the palm trees. There is constantly people working here, and it's all women. They're constantly weeding, mowing, trimming. Oh, they really do keep this park nice. Look at this lovely olive. Look how long it goes. Olive trees all the way up here. Oh, and this cycle and walk path goes all around the town as well. Oh, actually, we'll go up this way. So yeah, as I said, I don't live in the town, but I'm about 10-minute drive. But Terry just loves this park so much. I like it as well. It's not very nice for walking the dog where I am at the moment. So I just drive. How backward is that? I drive into town to walk the dog, whereas normally I'd find myself driving out of town to walk the dog. So up here we have, over there's like, finish your sentence please. Let me just say something before I tell you what's over there. When I was sort of looking up a little bit about Cantanhede to tell you, because obviously I don't experience everything, it does have a high number of sports facilities, and I thought, well, I did notice that actually. I mean, sports clubs, sports facilities, quite a lot. So over there is some kind of I don't know what it is, but they do lots of martial arts, dance, and there's obviously a basketball court in there because you can hear them sort of bouncing and playing. So it's like a big building, big recreation building. So there's lots there, and there's a little outdoor basket court. Jeannie, it looks absolutely lovely where you are walking. How are you doing, dear? I'm doing fine. I'm a bit out of breath walking and talking. That's not really good, is it? I should be fit. It really is a lovely park. It really is. And funny enough, I was walking around here with a Portuguese person the other day. He's younger than me. Is he in? Oh, he's a lot younger than me. Is he in about his mid-30s? But he was just saying he remembers when this was nothing. He says it was like that, actually. So it's just like that. It was, oh no, it was even more like that. He said there was nothing here. He went to the school just over there, and he said it was just wasteland. There was nothing here. So it's, you know, it's quite new. They've got, I like this outdoor exercise equipment. It's a really nice one actually, because I'm really tall and I can't normally hang on any of those because my feet are touching the ground. But that one's high enough for me to hang without my feet touching the ground. It's very nice. So just behind that big white building that you can see is the municipality swimming pool, which is very nice. So I was going once a week regularly. Actually, to be honest, that just shows you, because the trouble is they close for the whole of August. They completely shut, so you kind of get out of the routine. But that wasn't this August, that was last August. I was in a real routine. God, that's just made me think. I haven't been swimming for a year. I was going religiously once a week. Yeah. I'm just going to look at something here. Hang on. Let's see. But yeah, feel free to ask anything or tell me where you want me to. Well, you can't tell me where you want me to walk because you don't know the area. But if you want me to go to the back streets, I will show you where there's a new development. So here, the reason I've got sports facilities in mind as well, because the person who'd asked me about towns just gave me a bit of a profile, and they was a real fitness sport person and wanted to maybe join, was it paddleball they wanted to do, I think. Well, they do paddleball here. I don't know whether they do pickleball and paddleball. Whenever they do one, they do the other, but they definitely do paddle, because I'd actually never heard of it. And when they said, I thought, oh. So there's tennis courts here, which is really unusual actually. It's a quiet evening. There's something happened. Is there something on this evening I don't know about? Because I don't think I've ever passed here and people aren't playing tennis. Ever. So there's 1, 2, 3 courts, 3 outdoor courts, and I think there's an indoor court and a couple of paddle courts. Because paddleboard has the walls, doesn't it? Where it's kind of like a mix of tennis and squash. I think the ball can hit the walls. Anyway, that's too much information for most people that aren't probably interested. But anyway, don't you think it's a lovely, lovely park? I do. Oh, I can't see, the sun's on the screen. The sun's on the screen. After, hope he is okay after. Oh, Nick, I didn't realise who that was. Yeah, Terry got attacked by a cat the other. Terry gets attacked by anything and everything. Poor little softie. So we got attacked by a cat. So I'm out of the sun now. When I'm in the sun, I can't see the screen. Charmadonnas. Haha, bless Terry. Oh, I've read that one. It looks. Oh, I've read that one. It looks. Oh, I've read that one. I didn't see Nicky's earlier. Sorry, I'm not reading them in order. Oh, where is Terry? Oh, okay. I read the Where is Terry, but I didn't see the rest. It's, oh, go away. There's flies. So we're still going around the park. So everything's central. The park, as I said, the library, the courthouse, the town hall, the citizen shop, the GNR, the Bomberas, all on the high street, all very local and close. And then, should we have a little look in here? So, oh, that's a school, very big school. Very big. I think that's maybe the junior part, and then the senior part is over there. That's the pickleball. Let's see. So yeah, the person who wanted pickleball, there you go. Well, there's 3 courts there, so maybe one's tennis, 2 paddle. I don't know if it's pickle and paddle, but it's definitely paddle because it says it on the door. I saw paddle, I didn't see pickle. So yeah, what else? There's all the major supermarkets here: Cantanhede, Intermarché, Lidl. There was a mini Brecker, that mini something shop, but that's now an Auchan, taken over by Auchan. That's a B&B hotel, that chain of hotel. What else? Oh, now there's where the Intermarché is. It's got the usual fuel station, and oh, there. Nikki says how many grocery stores. I'm just saying. The Intermarché has got the Brico-Marché, obviously next to it as well, a fuel station, and it is a little shopping centre. It must be a private hospital, because I think the public hospital is on the other side of town. But anyway, there's a hospital in the shopping centre, which I always find weird, but it's quite common here. And then a few retail shops, a pet shop, several clothes shops, quite a few actually, little independent and chain clothes shops. A Teddy, if you don't know what that is, that's like I suppose like in the UK, a B&M, an Action that you've got here, one of those sort of shops. Yeah, so you've got all that, but right opposite there's a big retail park being built, and I'm quite excited, although I probably won't be here when it's finished. There's going to be a Pingo Dos, and because that's my favourite shop for out of the supermarkets. Oh yeah, did I mention, yes, there's a Lidl and a Continent, an Intermarché here, and a mini Auchan. But then there's this big retail park. There's going to be, what's the big food chain? Burger King. So that's another thing in a lot of these towns. When I first got here, there's a lot of towns that have a Burger King and a McDonald's that didn't have them. Like Anadia, not Anadia itself actually, next on the way outside of Anadia, it's actually Millard. They've got a Burger King, a KFC and a McDonald's all drive through. Fundao have got a Burger King and a McDonald's now since I've been here. So yeah, so this big retail park has got all of that. I know it's got a Burger King. I don't know. No, there's already a McDonald's here. Yeah, there's a McDonald's just a little way down, drive through. And what else? As I say, I'm pleased that, I say I'm pleased. I probably won't be here when it's finished. Pingo Dos. And then you know what the retail parks are like here with your, you get the chains of the same shops. Like for home shops, you might get Home, what's that one with the initials, JSK something. I think it's from the Netherlands. Anyway, all that sort of thing. Oh, I wonder if there's going to be an Action. That's quite handy. I do like an Action. Yeah, so I am, this is the centre and the central high street. But as I say, there's lots of little roads, obviously all off of the high street, and just lots of little shops down there. Oh, I tell you what I found the other day, and it's only because I was looking for a shop to this particular shop that did the drop-off for one of my vintage parcels, an artisan bakery. They do like sourdough, fermented flour and bread. When I mentioned it to someone, they said, oh, I know it, I get my flour from there. Oh, I didn't know it's there. So yeah, so you'll go down, I don't know how you're supposed to know these shops are there, because some of them barely even have a sign. A lot of shops don't even have a sign on them. attention when it cross. So yeah, there's all sorts. I was saying earlier, I need something for my sewing machine, and I saw a big, huge sewing shop with lots of machines and accessories. Yeah. Is there a bus stop nearby? So there is. Do you know what though? The bus doesn't come into the main high street. It kind of, oh no, actually I just saw a bus. I know they definitely go to the school, so there is a bus network, and it goes to all the important, you know, buildings and places and hospitals and clinics and centres and schools. So it links all of them. And I tell you what really gets me, it's they're not little buses. They go into these little village, and they are huge, full on. I mean, if you're still here and you want to hang around, we can walk up to where the buses all sort of terminate. Oh, and the old station's up there, which is quite interesting. Yes, these huge buses. So where I live is a little square, and this huge bus will stop at the square, and all these kids will come out. Little ones, older ones, younger ones. And I just think, where do those kids live? Because I never see any children around. It's like the child catcher's been to town, except for when the school bus is going in the morning and arriving in the evening. All these young people, and kiddie winks. No, you don't see them. So, here's the cemetery. So yeah, I mean, I think you need a car personally still. I love that. If you haven't seen the Portuguese cemetery before, they've got these big, you know, like family, what do you call one of those things? But I mean, huge. Where everybody, is it tomb, I don't know, house? But anyway, those. And some of them are absolutely amazing. I mean, there's newer ones over there. And yeah, for all the family, for all the generations. Yeah, there's no. I think you need a car. Well, I know neighbours of mine said, "Oh, you need a car." I'm not in the town, by the way. I'm about 10 minutes outside, and but there's no station here. It's not on a main rail line, unlike, well, even Erdea isn't. It's got a station. At least, well, when I say walking distance, my walking distance, my long leg. But yeah, it's not on a main train line, and whenever anybody's going to the airport, you know, they tend to hitch a lift into Coimbra to get the coach bus from there. And but yeah, I mean, there are buses, like from where I am in my little village, you can get the bus in. But yeah, as I say, the bus stops sort of a bit further on the edge. It doesn't come along. The buses don't come along the main high street. So here is, so we're sort of at the end. Oh, and this is, oh God, I have to remember what this main road is. So we've got the N14, the N17, and oh no, this is the National Road. This is the, but I don't know what is it? But that, yeah, so we're sort of at the edge of town now. We've got Lidl over there, and then just behind that is Cantanhede, and then that's it. It's kind of countryside, and there's vineyards. There's a campsite down there. Yeah, so we've walked the centre of the centre. We've walked the whole of the sort of main high street of the town from end to end. So I just want to, oh, it's the N109, and that goes towards the coast. And yeah. So I mean, this is like a working town. It's not like, I know some people want picturesque and history and charm and character. You're not going to get that here. It's very neat, it's very clean. Let that go by. yes, very neat, it's very clean, very organised. Well, it feels like it is when they have the expo. Maybe people who are involved in it might see it differently, but it looks like it to an outsider. Yeah, so it's just a normal living, working town. It's not all charming and picturesque. Like I say, there's a McDonald's in front of me there, down the end there. I'd say about 300 metres, although many of you are metres. Anyway, just down the end there is a McDonald's. And then just over there is where the new retail park is going to be, just behind that orange sign. And it's like that traditional retail park layout where it's sort of like an L or a U shape with all the shops around the edges and then the parking in the middle. And then over here, always keeping it neat. I tell you what, the sprinklers are on, and sometimes you literally can't get past because the sprinklers go all the way over the road. Very close. Oh, you're going to get wet. We are getting wet. We are. I'm actually pictures. Right at me. Yeah. Sometimes I literally have to cross over the road and I can't get through the on-sort of sprinklers. So that's the Brico Marché into Marché and little shopping centre I was telling you about. Oh look, hang on. Oh, we're going to get wet. Right, I'm crossing over because look at the sprinklers, look, they go right over the top. Yeah. So, I don't really want to go this way. So this cycle path goes all the way around the town. I'm actually going to go back this way because, oh god, we've got to get past the sprinklers again. Because we'll go sort of show you some of the back streets. Right. Jenny says, what are you like? So it was actually nice and cool, but I was worried about you lot. Camera. Ooh, look. Right, I think I've just got to time it right. I'm sorry, it's going to be a bit shaky for a minute. I know you now. I know your game. It's wet here, so where's that one coming from? I think we're good. So, did I say? Yeah, I think I said Lidl and Cantanhede is over there. I don't know what else to show you. Well, I mean, there's lots. As I say, the town, that was the main, high street through the middle of the town. And then there's I'm going to walk up. I'm going to walk up to, I've got to kind of walk around for the car anyway, where the car's parked. So we'll go and walk up. I'll show you where the buses, how's my battery doing? Okay, I'll show you where the buses sort of all terminate, and the old train station, which is a shame. It's really, I really like old train stations. They always seem to be really nice buildings. I don't know when that train line closed, but all the sleepers are well rotten, so it's got to have been quite a while for huge railway sleepers to have all rotted down. I mean, you can still see them, they're there, but yeah. So we'll walk up there, back through the park, and then you'll just get to see. I mean, there's just loads of cafes, obviously, even just along that street there, even just in this tiny vicinity. There's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, and then down all the little side streets. You're never short of a cafe. I don't think you are anywhere in Portugal. You're never short of a pharmacy. As I say, so there's that hospital in the shopping centre that I mentioned, and then there's one over the other side, which I think is the public one, and that one must be a private one. You've got a health centre, you've got loads of pharmacies, loads of testing centres, which are quite handy. I don't know if you saw in my last video I mentioned an online doctor service. So at least if he ordered blood tests, stool tests, urine tests, there's plenty of places to take your your paper and get your test results. So no worries there. And then Coimbra obviously is only 20 minutes away if you need kind of like, they've got a big hospital in Coimbra. And I know people that have gone to Milan, certain specialist things to do with medical. So yeah, you're all right, but you need your car. Oh, sorry, just getting rid of a notification. So yeah, thanks for being here with me anyway. I just thought, I was going to do the video for tomorrow because somebody wanted a town tour, or a few people had said, oh look at the old fire engine, but then I didn't get a chance to finish all my filming, so I thought I'd do it. Oh, it's a recycling thing. Oh, look at those. Oh, ow, just hurt the shoulder. So you've got driving school there for learning to drive. You've got a cafe and a laundrette. You've got your osteopath, your chiropractor, osteopath. There's quite a few around town I've seen. Physios, massage therapists, osteopath, chiropractor. Yeah, oh, I'll tell you what, there's a cosmetic surgery, whatever place on the corner there. I've seen quite a few of those as well. It's a bit worrying, isn't it? Yeah, as if that's just normal now, getting things changed and fixed, and that's a shame. People are beautiful as they are. Let's say that's the B&B hotel. I went and got some Too Good To Go from there. Used it a few times. It's not as good as what it was up in Braga. There was a lot of choice. There was some nice stuff. But it's a bit hit and miss. Too Good To Go. So we're back. Park's over there. The school I mentioned over there. That school really is huge. As I say, I think it's 2 parts, like junior and senior. And very big. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say really. I don't know if there's anything I can tell you about the place. Blimey, it's well developed town, better than the one I'm living here in the... Do you know what I was thinking of? It's Jeannie, isn't it? I keep going to call you Janine, but it's Jeannie. If it's Jeannie, give me a thumbs up. Yeah, I'm just about to see it. I was thinking of maybe picking a town in the UK to compare it with, but I don't know what numbers of viewers from the UK, but yeah, but I would call it, I mean, it's just an ordinary working town. It's where people just, oh, I tell you what, so there's an industrial estate. Thank you for the thumbs up. There's an industrial estate, and it is very big. When I did try and look up a little bit about Cantanhede, it is very big in terms of the size of the town, and there's some very big companies and organisations there. We have actually got a cannabis factory. I haven't smelt it for a while. You normally smell it, and there's a big glow. I can see it from my village. You just see this big orange glow in the night and in the evening, and that's the cannabis factory. But there's like a nuclear plant and apparently there is some very big industries in that. Is it very? There's some techno industry, quite quite big employers and quite now well known. Is it technical? Something anyway. But it is in proportion to the town. It is a big industrial estate with some big companies there apparently. Biotechnology. There's a biocant. Hang on, I'm just gonna. So this is the definitely. Where did I see pickleball? Not paddleball. Anyway, I'm bloody obsessed tonight. They are paddle. So they do paddle and tennis. No pickle. No pickle. Yeah, so there's also biotechnology and technology cluster in the industrial estate, which gives the area an unusual science and biotech component for a town of this size. Yeah. Oh, I could have walked round to the wine. Yeah, because I've just got some notes here that I got earlier. Agricultural and particularly wine production remain important to the wider municipality of Cantanhede. And they've got the what's it called? The I can't even remember English words, let alone Portuguese. Well, this is a Portuguese word I'm trying to think of. I keep forgetting all my words. I'm sure I shouldn't say it. A dago, that's the word I'm looking for. A dago, yeah. And then they've got like the big wine factory and the shop. So they've got a shop. And I don't drink, but I've asked for what they recommend, and they're well known for a sparkling white, which I got, took to the UK, got for friends and family, and but all the wine obviously it's Portugal, so it's going to be better than wine in the UK, I think, at a good price point. I mean, it's just so cheap and according to everybody really nice, because I don't drink, so I have to ask people. Yeah, but apparently it was really nice. So they're famous for well known for their sparkling white that they do. Just trying to think if that's what I wanted to say as well, is obviously we're walking around the town of Cantanhede, but Cantanhede is, obviously a municipality, and apparently it's one of the larger ones. So don't get mixed up with, maybe if you look up the population or the stats, don't get mixed up with the two. So we're just walking around the town, but then also you got the municipality of Cantanhede. Let's see if I wrote anything down. Oh, it's actually the largest municipality by area in the Coimbra district. There you go. And it does stretch all the way to the coastline, the municipality, that is, not the town. So, and it's over 65 residents make up a larger amount of residents than other towns, 31%. People might be interested in that. Where was I going? Oh yeah, I was walking up this way. Another roundabout. Let's walk up. There's the cycle path continues. I'm not sure how far it goes. I mean, it definitely goes from one side of the town to the other. Where I drive into town, I've seen it on the way in, right on the outskirts, on the edge where I come in, and then it goes all the way. Several routes. You can go round the side of the park, or there's a route through the park. See that? You see what I mean? How big that school is? That's still the school. It goes all the way up to the end there. So, yeah, I don't think I've got much else to say really. So I'm just going to, I think I'll walk round to the station and then I'll end it there, because it is, see the old railway station and where the buses are, and then you can get an idea of the walk from where, I mean obviously the buses come to here, as you can see the bus stops. So we suppose this road would be the nearest, one of the nearest stops to the actual town centre itself and all the shops. Although the bus, I've never seen a bus near the shopping centre. Who knows? I'm not, oh that's a nice pallet. I don't know why I haven't got a homestead or anything, have I? But that is a nice pallet. I know someone that might like that. Look, in case anyone's watching, by the school. That is a really nice pallet. If I didn't have the tent on top of the car, I'd put that on roof bars. Right, I'm gonna have to step it up a bit. So as you can see, like, I mean, there's lots of shops here. There's a lovely big catering and kitchen shop here. That looks like a little bit of extracurricular school tuition. You've got, what's it? Census accountancy. So there's lots of accountants, lots of lawyers. You can't get one though to do your tax return. What's that? Do you know what that is? Escola Condesal. Yeah. Oh, a little wine shop. Another cafe. Terry's Vets is up here. So there is a lot of, I can't remember if I mentioned this already. I might have, I think I might have mentioned it when we was looking at the estate agent window. There are a lot of apartments and there's a lot more being built. So you can see you've got all these. Obviously you've got all the apartments above the shops. That's a huge area of apartments. Over the other side, at the back of Intermarché, lots of new construction, lots of apartments, and yeah, and there's quite, what was I looking at? Oh, I was looking at an article or something about rental prices, and it said that they're quite high because there's not that much supply for long-term rentals. Then I don't know, I feel like that's everywhere in Portugal. Well, I don't know, but I couldn't find anything. But yeah, and then you've got like these sort of streets that are like big detached houses, like detached villas. Dentist, there you go, there's another osteopath. Healthy, health kind of like clinic. There's a lot of osteopaths. So you've got over there behind those trees loads of apartments that go all the way back to the so all down there is the did I say 108? But the major road going down the side of the town. So you've got apartments all at the back there, right up to sort of like edge of the town, because after that you've got the national road, then it's just countryside, it's just vineyards and fields. Another pharmacy, furniture shop, lots of little furniture shops, lots of laundries, quite a few. I know, because I was looking at all of them, because I was trying to see if any of them had a pet machine dedicated for pet blankets. That's Terry's Vets, really good vet, amazing. Antonio and his young colleague, really good. So as you can see, lots of apartments, and I think all the way down this road, either side is apartments. A lot. I'd be really interested to know the ratio of apartments to houses in the country as a whole, because what really surprises me, I find it so strange. You will get in the middle of the countryside, and I'm not exaggerating, the middle of the countryside, and even worse, or not worse, but even weirder, right on the side of a mountain, a huge apartment block. Just a huge... because I'm used to seeing apartment blocks in cities and towns where land is at a premium, so you take up as little footprint as you like. I mean, certainly in the UK, if you I don't know, places in the country and in open places, you have houses, you don't stick an apartment block up. I don't know, maybe things are changing, but yeah, I just find it bizarre. You said there'd be nothing for miles, and then just one odd apartment block in the middle of nowhere. Really bizarre. Yeah, that sounds weird. It does. Yeah. Sometimes I just, I mean, the world's changed so much, and sometimes I think, you know, in the 6 years I've been in Portugal, have things changed a lot in the UK so that I wouldn't recognise, I don't know. See, this is even more parking all the way over here for the expo, because it is huge. You've got to have a look at pictures on the internet, just the amount of people. Right, so you can see all the buses up there. So that's they stop there for the night until they're ready to go in the morning. But that's like the terminal where all the buses terminate when they come into the town. Well, I say all, I mean I'm sure some go through, but if they're going to stop in the town, I think this is where they terminate. And see the size of them. It just amazes me how these towns, and you know what parking's like here, how people park. It amazes me how these buses, huge buses, get around all the little villages, because I'll be going down a tiny little road and I think, oh my gosh, look at the size of that bus, how did that get down this road? And if anything's badly parked, hasn't got a chance. But yeah. What are you watching on? Tablets, phone? Because I really did want to do this landscape. And yeah, I wonder what it looked. I wonder if it spoilt it. And if you're on something big, like a TV, what that's like, having it portrait instead of landscape. So this is the old station up here. We'll cross over. It's just behind that coach, and yeah, and then that's the old railway. It's a shame they haven't made it into you know, a trail and a bike route. I really like that up in Central Portugal, Viseu. Actually, I think the cycle path goes from Central Portugal all the way to Viseu. So it's an old railway line. And they've made it into a cycle path and a you know, and a walking path. I know, they're huge, aren't they? They're huge, and yeah, and you just let me read this. I'm on my iPad. It looks like the perfect town to stay if you wanted to stay away from the tourist areas. But you said no trains. Yeah, no trains. That's the old station. I wonder if we could get because it's really, I like the old platform at the front. I've walked over there before. Yeah, I'm on a laptop. Says Cantanhede. Is it spoilt it bit? Because a laptop really, I mean, an iPad's okay, you can orientate that portrait, but a laptop's kind of I think this is locked, but it's kind of shall I climb over? I shall walk round, climb over. It's quite a bit of a walk round. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to end it in a minute. I mean, I'll just walk round, have a look at the old platform of the station, and then that'll be it, unless there's anything you want to see. So there's loads of cafes along here. I mean, there's just loads. Look. So obviously, all apartments. Oh, I tell you what I'll do. I'll just keep you on until I walk back to the park. as well. I've got battery, I've got data. Just hop over. I'm just going to hop over this fence. Hang on, hope I don't drop you. Oh, these long legs come in handy. Oh look, there's a load of old. Oh look, all the old sleepers. But yeah, I love old. I love old rail lines, and I don't know what it is. I have this constant reoccurring dream, and there's always long like that rail tracks ahead. So that's the old rail line. As I say, I don't know. Perhaps someone can look it up and stick it in the comments. There, you can see the name up there. I'll get closer. When the rail line ceased to be in operation, and when the last train left this platform. Look, don't you think it's lovely? I think that is a business in there now. The building is being used. As I say, a lot of places, you know, a station like this would have really gone to ruin, but this one's, they've kept it nice. And as I say, I think I saw a plaque on it. It's definitely a business using the building, which is nice. Don't you think it's lovely? I think it's lovely. I love old railway. It's only portrait view, but it's still clear. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to just like put it up as my video for tomorrow. Anyway, is what it is. But yeah, that's the old station and the old railway line. But that would make a really nice hike, a really nice walk. What's that village? I know I've come across one of the old Arazed. It's Arazed. Yeah, Arazed. That would go all the way to there. I've been along a bit of track there and the old station there. It would make a lovely renovation. One of these little old station buildings. Right, let's go down. So we're going to go back to the car now. But the road I'm going to go down is more like a road with houses, you know, like detached houses and semi-detached houses, like you're in suburbia, on the outskirts of a UK town or city. Yeah, as you can see, so around the edge you've got, you know, lots of houses, and there's also a lot being built. There's a load of new villas just down at the end of that road, but they're just them horrible square blocks. I mean, really square. And then you can see there's lots of plots, because you can see the electric point and the utility points. So yeah, town spreading. The little village where I am, my friend's on the edge of the village, but there's all planning for several new villas, so she won't be on the edge anymore. She won't be the last house on the end of, well, she's actually the end of the road, end of the tarmac road as well. There's the old rail sleepers. Terry would have loved this, but I just would have had to keep stopping. He would have been yanking me when he smells a smell. We would have to keep stopping so that he could check his Facebook messages and leave his messages and comments. Look at the huge. Yeah, that would be a really nice walk. That would be a really nice walk. But yeah, well, there's been consistently eight or nine of you here, so thank you for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up. Sorry, I'm talking too much. Thank you for the I'm just getting some water. Thank you for the thumbs up that I've seen have been given. appreciate it, and I really appreciate the comments. Jenny, Charm, I'm going to call you Charmer, let's call you Charmer. Thank you for your comments. Nikki, yeah, it's really nice, because otherwise I feel, Sue as well, thank you so much, because otherwise I feel like I'm talking to myself. I feel like I can't open the water. I'm really sorry, I've got to put it down 1 sec. I'm really sorry. Sorry, so rude. Sorry. Right, I've opened it now. Sorry. What can you look at while I drink? There's the bus. There's a lot of buses. That's this whole lay-by, all the way down past the station for the buses. There's quite a lot that come down. And bloody flies. Right, let's carry on back to the car. Oh, you're welcome, Charmer. I'm going to call you Charmer. You little Charmer. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the walk. You need the bear hat with the attached straw. What's that for? They're landing on my shoulders. Oh, and Guy, I tell you what, I've never appreciated being able to reach my hand over and touch, like my right hand to touch my left shoulder. So I've got a rotator cuff injury, and I can't touch, well, I couldn't even touch the top of my left shoulder because the injury is on my right, and flies keep landing just on my shoulder blade at the back of my left shoulder, and I keep itching and think everything seems to land there and I can't reach it. I had to grab a fork the other day and just scratch and anyway. God, that's a tough life, isn't it? Look, more apartments, those ones aren't so nice. I mean, there's as I say, there's lots of new ones. Right, you need that. I'm guessing you mean the hat for the flies, but as I say, they're just landing on my arms, they land on your legs. All these houses are quite old. Oh God, is that blue boy looking at people's houses? Well, Google Maps does it, doesn't it? So yeah, this isn't one of the. Well, it just gives you a flavour, because I've never been down this street before. Yeah, these houses look 70s, don't they? 70s, but they're all what we call terraced because they're all attached. I haven't been down a road like this before. I've only been down the ones where the big semi-detached houses. So yes, you've got a variety. You've got know to drink your water. I've had it now. I couldn't speak for a minute. I think I've been speaking too long. What? Oh, this is I think so. That's the hospital behind there. Yeah, I was just about to say that's the hospital behind there, and I'm guessing that's some little like temporary outbuilding. All the hospitals seem to have those, don't like the little prefabs, like as a way of spilling over for extra space. All the houses are, oh, I can smell a barbecue. It is a lovely evening. It's a lovely evening. I think it's going to heat up the coming week. We haven't had it too hot. I mean, so I was just about to say, unlike the guys in Central Portugal, but we are in Central Portugal, but we're just over to the west. But the centre, inland. That's the word I should use. Inland, it's been really hot. So yeah, I think that's part of the hospital. It's quite big, and I think this is a residential home for elderly people, old people's home as you'd call them. But I don't think that's politically correct. But anyway, yeah, I'm sure I've seen older people sitting out in their little chair, look, blankets on the chairs. There's a dead giveaway. The high back chairs with the blankets. But yeah, as I say, like a lot of these plots like that sort of get built on, but that spreads back quite a way. Lots of housing, as I say, detached and semi-detached housing down there. There's more cafes and more shops down there. There's a little school over there. It must be a primary school. I drove down that street the other day. So yeah, so it looks like you've got this big residential home for our mature population with the hospital behind it. Maybe it's a bit of a hospice as well, I don't know. But yeah, oh look, it's like an allotment. Oh, maybe it's for the hospital and the residents growing for a bit of garden therapy. I'll pop you over the wall so you can have a look. Oh, so cute. Oh, that's so lovely. Oh, look at the little sheds with the little, they've got little garden sheds, but they've all got the traditional tiles on. They're so cute. Oh, that's lovely. I do like allotments and growing. Oh, that's really sweet. I wonder if it's like, no, I think it does belong to the hospital. I'll tell you why. You'll see why. Because it's within the hospital walls. And you'll see there's a big gate up there, which I'm sure goes onto the hospital grounds. Yeah, that's nice. Very quirky, isn't it just? Oh look, you can see, I can't. I'm going to hold you up. Isn't that cute? The terracotta tiles on the shed. I don't know what this place is. Oh look, we've got to have, there's the obligatory abandoned apocalyptic building. I cannot film a video without there being several truly abandoned large buildings. There you go. That's the yeah, that allotment belongs to the hospital because those are gates to the hospital ground. But the entrance and the park and everything, the road in is all down there. Maybe it's like an old hospital with a newer, more modern building built on, because there's two types of building there. What's this? Oh, this is it's a technical college. Technical college. Oh, Dad. I'm sure I saw that man earlier today, and he was telling me about he saw my dog leave. He's like, "Where's your dog? There's no dog. You've got to leave." It looks like it's not in use anymore, but I think it is. Just, yeah, technical college. Did I say technical? Yeah. Those back there. But look at this. God, there's always. Oh, do you know what this looks like? An old public. I think this is an old public swimming pool. Because it's got like turnstiles to get in. But yeah, if ever you needed a set for an apocalyptic scene for a film, oh, there's some amazing places. There was this whole place, where is it? On the way to Oliveira do Hospital, between Tabor and Oliveira do Hospital, it's like a spa. So you've got all these buildings, all the spa buildings, all the chalets and the accommodation, and just left like that, like an apocalypse. It's yeah, bizarre. Hose pipe ban and emergency wildfire alerts here in Wales. You're kidding? My God, Wales, it always rains in Wales. I used to live in Wales. I love Wales. Sometimes when I think, I don't know, I don't know, Portugal's not it for me. I don't know, I'm looking at France and I think, I love France. And maybe I'll go back to Wales, and but it's just too. I can't take the weather. Why am I pointing the camera over here? Anyway, more. Right, where's the car? Where am I? Oh, let's go through here. So anyway, this is what back streets are like. More apartments. This is real. I bet you've never seen this on a YouTube video before, have you? All the beautiful, white buildings with their terracotta roofs and the colourful buildings and the touristy parts. This is quality on this channel, I have, We pray for rain these days. Oh, that is crazy. crazy. A hose pipe ban. How long's that been going on for? And how long? How long? Oh, the church park. But that is, that's all the hospital grounds, that is. It's the same in the UK. Yeah, we're talking about the UK, we're talking about Wales, yeah. I'd seen other parts of the UK, but I didn't realise it was in Wales as well. I don't know why. I mean, it didn't rain all the time when I was in Wales. I was really lucky. Wales liked me. Really lucky. I used to go hiking on the Brecon Beacons every weekend. I brought, obviously you always carry waterproofs. I only ever used them once. In like 18 months of hiking, nearly every weekend. Well, not every weekend, probably about every 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah, all up the mountains. So yeah, let's go down this road. Oh, just, yeah, another laundry, another... But yeah, that's it. That's the back streets of Cantanhede. Is that another bloody cosmetic clinic? Or is it a gym over there? We've got quite a few gyms, sports clubs. Oh, actually, yeah, there's a centre up there where my friend does Pilates. My friend has experienced the same thing in Kent, yeah. Yeah, London and Kent, the south of the UK. I mean, I remember hose pipe bands in the 70s. It's always been but Wales, gosh, and the whole. But obviously, it's never been like what it is now. I saw some. Well, who knows? It might have been touched up by AI, but I saw some drone footage, and it looked like Portugal. It was just all brown. The grass was all brown. In the countryside, honestly. Oh, you tell everyone it was. Yeah, but I'm just gonna. Oh, Brazil. So this is this. Oh yeah, this is like a little bread shop that they do. So they sell lots of flowers, artisan flowers and fermented flour, but they do sourdough and fermented bread and really, really nice loaves. Not that I get any, but I've seen and heard. Yeah, but see, so when I used to live in London and I always used to go to Wales, that's why I ended up moving there, because we're always going there for hikes and stuff. And every time I'd just say, oh yeah, I'm going to Wales at the weekend, everybody's response would be, oh, I went to Wales once, or every time I go to Wales, it rains. It rains every time. So, yeah. Sorry, I don't know why I'm just looking at this shop. It's very, I couldn't even say what the shop is. First I thought it was like a kitchen, or I suppose I don't know, household kitchen. That's interesting. Could be that's nice. Yeah, anyway, that's what I was just looking at. I forgot I was talking to you for a minute. I forgot you was there for a minute. So yeah, we're coming back down to where the high street where we started, where that world's only computer museum is, dedicated to the what was it? Did I say Amstrad? I can't remember. Yeah, that's a cute little like porchy area. Another bike. I'm trying to think if there's anything I wanted to tell you and I've forgotten. Yeah, I don't know what to put together. Anyway, I might do a town tour to go with the Anadia one. Then we've got Millard and I don't even. So when I first moved to Portugal and I was opening my bank account, the bank manager, obviously we're talking and stuff, and then he said, oh. Because it was in the Coimbra, I think it was in one of the Coimbra shopping centres, that because this was an online bank, but back there they only had a branch in Coimbra and a branch in Porto. They're everywhere now. But anyway, so we was chatting and he said to me, oh, I suggest, and he named 5 towns of places to look at, to live, you know, would be good places to consider settling. So, and he wrote them down for me, and I thought I kept them. But anyway, I know one of them was Anadia, I know one of them was Cantanhede, I know one of them was Millard, I think one of them might have been Aveiro, and so there's only one left. So they're all in the Coimbra district, and so I'd promised, like, someone was interested in towns here, and then I was doing a little tour with them on video call, and I thought, oh, I might as well do it for YouTube. So I've got the 5 towns to do. Well, no, 4. Well, I'm not doing Aveiro because everyone knows that. There's loads of that. But I mean, if you look up Anadia, Cantanhede or Millard, you're not going to find them on YouTube. I mean, you'll find Portuguese speaking channels and Brazilians, maybe. But yeah, but you'll get Aveiro. You don't need to do Aveiro. Yeah, sorry, I'm just checking that I didn't miss a comment. But yeah, that's it. I don't know if you remember, if you was here at the beginning and you remember this bit. There's the museum, there's one of the statues that I mentioned, there's the museum dedicated to that computer, which name I now can't remember. And then we're almost back to where we started. I think I'll just stop the video on the town sign. You know how they do like the Hollywood top, it's not Hollywood. You know how they do the big sign. And don't like pointing the camera at kids. Yeah, so I'll just stop the video there. Back at this statue of the General. Take a look at Pombal. Well, that wasn't on the list, and that's quite a way. That's like it's about an hour's drive, I think, for me. But yeah, someone else can do that. These ones are all like, we're all quite close. Yeah, all well under an hour for me. So that's the park where we started, and the square. And as I say, so all back there, you know, there's all streets with all sorts of shops. You've got that's the sort of town square. They had open cinema, outdoor cinema there the other day, and then they have the Christmas market there. Yeah, they have little events on a regular there. Oh, that's the Costa de Turismo there. I went in there to get some of their hiking, if there's any trails. And there's a few hikes around Cantanhede. There's a vineyard one and a short mine walk. Yeah, I might do that with Terry one day, but it's a bit hot at the moment. Are you interested in Pombal, Ian? They've had a lot of fires in the past. Oh, I wasn't everywhere. But anyway, there's the Cantanhede. Oh, you can't see it yet. Yeah, another cafe there. Another cafe there. It's very quiet today. I mean, it's always quiet, but it's really quiet. Like I said, I've never been to the tennis, so maybe Saturday evenings they're not open. It's only weekday evenings. But so yeah, there's the Cantanhede sign. Got a little clip of that. And then back to the General, who fought off the Spanish and is on. Thank you, lovely, great joy, have a well-deserved brew. Thank you. Vicky's. Put your feet up when you get home and have to do you know what I'll have to do when I get home? I'll have to take Terry for a walk, because this is his evening walk time. He missed out on his evening walk, so he'll be pestering me and then I shall put my feet up after that. So, whilst I point the camera at the general, I should say thank you so much for joining me. Would you consider Aguada? Where's that? Aguada? Is that how you say Aguada? Aguada? Where's that? Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Where is it? Is it in the Coimbra district? What was I saying? Yeah, thank you so much for commenting. I really appreciate it, because otherwise, I mean, listen. I hope you appreciate this, because I feel like a right plonker walking along the street in public, pointing my phone out, talking. Although it's not too bad, because people just think you, maybe you've got someone on video call, because I'm speaking English, they might think, oh, just showing someone, you know, back home around the town, so it's not too, but, you know, so yeah. But thank you for commenting and being there, because then I don't feel like, then I feel less of a plonker, because I don't feel like I'm talking to myself. So thank you very much, and thanks for the comments and letting me know you could hear all right, and being, I can't remember where I parked the car. Oh yeah, it's over here. And being swizzled round at the beginning when I was trying to get the landscape portrait thing up. So yeah. Good tour, you plonker. Thank you, Penny. Ian, Cantanhede is very clean. I was saying this at the beginning. I don't know how long you've been here and if you saw the park at the beginning, but the park is immaculate, and it's always immaculate. I walk the dog there regularly. They are always cleaning, pruning, cutting the grass. It's all women as well, trimming on their hands and knees. It is very, and it's like this all the time. It's not just a lucky day. It is very clean. And the other thing I was saying earlier, what I like about this town and this municipality is all their old civic buildings, like that is an old school, which they've made into a museum. Their old schools, a lot of the time they're just left derelict and to go into disrepair. But here I've noticed they've used a lot of them. I don't think I've seen her. Yeah, they've repurposed them and used them, which is really nice, because it keeps the place neat and tidy. It's really nice. Evening, sorry I missed you at the start, Peter. No worries, Peter, thank you. Thanks for coming in and commenting, even though I'm going, because it's nice, because I know you get a lot of lurkers. And I always think, oh, people are just sitting there watching and lurking, and they don't say hello. So I appreciate you coming in and saying hello, and you don't have to apologise. So while I'm here, look at these trees. They do this. I've seen this in park in Caldastrana, where they've got these really old trees, and they prop them up and give them support. I mean, how old do you think that is? It's got to be so old now. I've got to look where I'm stepping, make sure I tread anything. But yeah, look at that. And then they put these supports there for the branches. How sweet is that? Look at that. It's got to be so old. Look at that trunk. Look at this. Wow. Look at the supports. Isn't that nice? Humans helping nature. But anyway, yeah, gotta go, because I've got to go and walk my poor dog, because it's getting a bit dark. And yeah, thank you for the thumbs up, thanks for joining, thank you so much for the comments. We lost many old trees in Calgary. Oh yeah, but something like that wouldn't blow down, would it? But yeah, I can imagine. Sorry, I didn't finish the sentence. Somebody said in the comments, and then my brain went, as if you knew, that they lost a lot of trees in the storm in Caldash. Crikey, it's a massive trunk. It is. Give it a hug. Do you know, funny enough, I was thinking that, but I've got you here. I'm holding on to you. So, yeah, some good energy. Evening, James. I'm just off. I think, how long have we been on? Doesn't say. Oh, 94 minutes. Blimey. Gosh, they've been at an hour and a half. An hour and a half. Right, I'm going. Well, my battery lasted, my data lasted. I'm going to go and walk my dog. Thank you ever so much, and thanks for the thumbs up and the comments. And only just got the notification. Oh, I was a bit late, only an hour and a half late. YouTube's so silly. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a last minute as usual. But I should have, I don't know, people say they don't get a lot of notifications for the videos. I've met people that said, oh, I didn't know you still had your channel. I don't see it come up anymore. I don't get any notifications. I didn't unsubscribe, but yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go. Thank you. Cheers, Ian. Cheers, James. Cheers, Jeannie. Cheers, Peter. Cheers, Ian. I said Ian, didn't I? And all those Charmer, Penny, and those that are here at the beginning that they're probably not here anymore. Okay, thanks. Have a good evening wherever you are. Ciao.